Music Production.
You finna fly for breakfast while I beat the pipe. Finna hit the block. About to see some pipe.
Top of the top, man. What's going on with you, Bog? How you doing this morning, man?
Man, I feel accomplished because we just hired on some what would we call them? I guess I'm a new client for some people that's doing the yard work now, and then just getting it taken care of because it was like for example, we went and did the weeds like a month ago, and that motherfucker rained a little bit, then it went crazy, bro. And I'm like, the heat's coming up. I'm like, if I don't do this soon, I'm gonna keep pushing it off. Then when my pop showed up this morning with somebody, he's like, hey, they'll do your yard. I was like, oh, okay, cool. You know what I mean? Now I just looked at it right now, it's super clean. Like, that's gonna be points with my girl too. You know what I mean?
%.
Because she be tripping off that shit every time she washing the dishes, looking in the backyard like there's hella weeds. They're everywhere. They're so crazy. And then I just start throwing 10 on her too. We can't stop it, babe.
Oh my mama.
It's unstoppable. What are we gonna do about it? The weeds are taking over.
Yeah, it is it definitely is a fresh sight when you see your shit freshly iced. You know what I mean? The motherfucker just pulled off. You looking at that motherfucker, you can go out there and go kick back, you know what I mean? Relax. My wife and my stepmom, they love to sit outside and kick back 100%. Right after that grass get cut, bro, they had a wine, you know what I mean, out there talking, and especially since the weather good, bro, they'd be out there all motherfucking night. Wifey homegirls pull up, they'll sit outside and just kick back, bro. No lie.
You know, as a kid, it's kind of funny because as a kid, I was lightweight allergic to grass. But man, I remember being a kid just in the summer days, just laying out in the field of grass at the park or whatever, just mad chilling. You know what I mean? Just now I'll never lay down on no grass. even though I know I'm like minusculely allergic to grass. And every time I light one up, that shit is proof I'm not allergic to grass. Doctors.
Oh my mama, bro. Hey,
Shit up, man. You already know where you can find me. You know, be at the Gym Wealth Net on YouTube, and Bogard Scott Free anywhere you consume your music, Apple, Spotify, things of that nature.
100%, bro. And for our main man Slim, man, Boogie Vision 45 on Instagram, 100% from a fan's perspective on YouTube. Make sure you go slide over there and help run that shit up, man. Get locked in for what Big Bro got going on, man. 100%. Shout out to our man Slim, man. 100%.
Yeah, man. Shout out to our man Slim, man. All love, man. We love you, brother. And definitely check out his fashion episode. He was telling me this morning they're gonna do a part 2 of it.
Come on now.
It's the argument of who is the trendsetters in fashion these days? And Lil Yachty was trying to say that Atlanta is, and that, so somebody who hails from New York begs to differ. So it's definitely a good watch. Check out from a fan's perspective on YouTube.
100%. Them is facts, man. We got our dog JB in the building, top of the morning, big bro.
Stay tuned.
We got a meal in the building, top of the morning, big bro.
Canada, stand up.
Well, now Minnesota Den, top of the morning, man.
What's up, Minnesota? Stand up.
100%, man. Oh my mama, man. Let's slide over to the GWN, man, and let's get a message from our sponsor, man, and we'll kick this thing off. Get it yanking.
Let's go.
yeah, man. NeonPeacockMerch.com, man. Make sure you go slide over and get locked in, man. 100%, bro. Come on now. Let's get it, man. We got Brandon in the building. Top of the morning, Brandon.
He's on fire.
Yeah, he said that Travis Hunter's wife got paid more than Shador.
Ah, damn. Hey, the no prenup shit is crazy though.
Crazy.
Like, I mean, because here's the thing: is like you're an athlete now, a professional athlete, and no offense to, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of good men out there that stay true. You know what I mean? Like shout out to Brock Purdy. You know what I mean? He's gonna marry his high school sweetheart. You know, Travis Hunter. He seemed like a guy. You know what I mean? That he might travel the world a bit. You know. Might see the sights, so having a prenup, it might be important because she could be setting them up for the long play here.
You ain't lying, bro. You miss facts. We got Bakes in the building, top of the morning, Bakes.
What's up, Bakes? Bakersfield in the building.
Come on now. And Brandon said I was right about the Texans starting O-line at practice. Cam Robinson, Lincoln Tomlinson, X Snyder, Titus Howard, Blake Fisher, right tackle.
I like it. Sounds like, Cam Robinson's good, bro. He was low key. That's why he was still had value when Vikings traded for him, and then he showed he could put it down over there too. So I'm excited for Cam Robinson there, because I think Tunsil sucked. So just that left that it can only get better on that left side. I think Tunsil's a little bit overpaid and overrated. Maybe new scenery. Maybe new scenery changed my opinion on Tunsil, but yeah, that's gonna suck. If he brings all them penalties over there to Washington, we're gonna be hot. Imagine every time JD5 takes off running and they go, 20-yard gain, flag, holding.
Bring it right back.
Holding. Bring it back, come rewind. Laramie Tunsil, the only guy, his parents couldn't decide between Larry and Jeremy. They're like, you know what? Laramie.
Oh, my mama. Facts. Let's get this first joint in. All right here.
This YouTube video, which is now being reviewed by law enforcement, appears to show a motorcycle racing through Central Florida at speeds of more than 150 miles per hour. I've confirmed that one of the people behind the YouTube
Top of it, big bro. We got Peacock in the building.
Family, known as the first family of NASCAR racing. Now, the YouTuber tells me he is now estranged from his billionaire relatives who own NASCAR. Many of the YouTube videos emphasize speed. This YouTube video, titled Orlando to Daytona in 20 Minutes, appears to show a motorcycle hopping on I-4 and gunning the throttle. It's among dozens of videos on this YouTube channel that are now being reviewed by the Florida Highway Patrol. News 6 cannot confirm exactly how fast this bike is going. At times, the speedometer reads more than 150 miles per hour. The motorcycle weaves around semis, zooms past SUVs and a tanker truck, and overtakes a pickup that is towing a very large travel trailer. The bike then passes right between two minivans. It's called lane splitting. Lane splitting is illegal in Florida. So is passing on the shoulder. After getting off the interstate and riding in a bicycle lane, the video shows a motorcycle driving at the Daytona International Speedway and heading through the tunnel leading into the racetrack. News 6 cannot confirm who was driving the motorcycle since his face is obscured in the video.
What's up, YouTube?
But this man, Dallas Ashley, appeared in several other motorcycle videos that were posted on the same YouTube channel called Speed Demon.
People will swerve right in front of you. You're gone.
That YouTuber, Dallas Ashley, confirms to me he is the grandson of billionaire NASCAR CEO Jim France. That makes him the great-grandson of Bill France Sr., the founder of NASCAR. Some of the YouTube videos show motorcycles visiting the Daytona International Speedway here and stopping by bronze statues that honor the France family.
Watch out! Here comes a menace!
But most of the videos show motorcycles cruising the streets of Central Florida.
Look, that person right there, I just put their life in danger.
This is Cimarron Boulevard in Winter Park.
You guys almost died. Be careful.
In this video, the motorcycle appears to pop a wheelie. The speedometer reads 154 miles per hour just before an SUV makes a U-turn in front of it. Here's another possible close call.
Nice.
Moments later, the bike appears to run a red light at Aloma Avenue.
I ain't going to jail today, mother.
Dallas Ashley insists he is not the man riding these motorcycles. You can't prove who was riding, Ashley tells me by phone.
What's going on, officer?
One of the YouTube clips shows Longwood police stopping the bike for equipment violations. I obtained a copy of this video captured by the police officer's camera that confirms who was driving that day.
Right, I'm Officer Thacker, Longwood Police.
Hello, Dallas Ashley.
Officer Thacker.
Ashley tells me, quote, I do have concerns for other people. Is anybody going to get injured? I hope not. Ashley claims his famous grandfather once taught him this valuable lesson.
You gotta treat every car like it's a bullet with your name on it.
When Dallas Ashley was much younger, he was in the middle of a high-profile child custody dispute that spilled into the pages of the National Enquirer. Representatives of the France family and NASCAR did not comment.
Cold world, little entitled little bastard.
Hey, you know what's so funny about that is like you're putting your crimes on video. So you know what I mean? Like, of course they're gonna investigate that shit.
100%.
But he is entitled to the motherfucker. He's like, look, and you know, when they're billionaires, they're like, oh, they're like, you're bringing shame to our family. You know what I mean? Hey, yo, that kid has all the money in the world, man.
But they said he's estranged from the owners of NASCAR. So
he's the direct son of the creator, or is it the grandson?
Like a grandson or something. So you got Bill France Sr., who is the top dog, and then or who founded this shit, and then you got the son up under him who's doing it now, and the kid that's on the bike is like a grandson or a great grandson or some shit like that.
If I remember correctly, the NASCAR was originally built on because these motherfuckers were building these crazy cars so they can during Prohibition, so they can get away from them coppers having all the alcohol in the whip. And then, like, you know, once Prohibition has stopped, now they just got these fast cars now. And so mind you, I'm probably butchering the story, but this is allegedly how NASCAR was started.
Oh, everything. I have heard that before. Hey, Bakes, I'm glad you said that. Good looking, bro. Like I said, I got to keep my shit on mute when it
was echoing?
Yeah. Oh, everything. We got.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I didn't hear it echo on mine, but yeah, I guess for sure.
We got the Crooked Commissioner building. What's up, bro?
What's up, Crook?
Way too much shit on the roads to ride a bike anywhere other than a closed track. Yeah, bro wasn't playing. That Orlando to fucking Daytona is 57 miles, bro. So you know, about an hour doing 65, 70, a little less than an hour. This motherfucker said 20 minutes at 140, 150. 100%. That shit is crazy, bro.
He sees it like the Matrix, bro.
Right, 100%.
Going in between cars, going on the shoulder, going in between. You know what I mean? That is some. I mean, yeah, he sounds hella arrogant when he's in those videos. Like, every one of those cars is like a bullet with your name on it. It's as arrogant as he sounds. It's the truth. He's going that fast. It's not only their mistakes that could cost him, but his own. You know what I mean?
100%. I mean, we see so close in between two vehicles, not, you know what I mean? And the motherfucker was on the shoulder, you know what I mean? 100%. Like, bruh is really, you know, trying to get the clout for being the fastest bike on the streets. 100%. 57 miles in 20 minutes.
You know how you'll get him? All you'll have to do is go to one of them rallies where he's going to be present and just have somebody undercover and be like, man, you the shit, man. I see you on YouTube. Yeah, that's me. You know what I mean? Because, of course, he's not going to say it's him when it comes down to, the, you know what I mean, slapping the cuffs on him. But, you know what I mean? He's going to want those props. He's young. And, they're going to they're gonna get his ass a bit. I mean, and the other videos on the channel. It shows
Right.
him. So
I mean,
there's no way around it.
when they pulled his ass over, he had the camera on his motherfucking helmet, and he had to give him their name, give the police his name, and so the reporter obtained the motherfucking body camera footage, and it said his name, Dallas Ashley, 100%. So, and it had his GoPro connected to his helmet. They got his ass already one time.
That shit crazy, bro.
100%.
Speedometer says 100. We taking it there.
Bro, 140, 150, it was saying on that motherfucker, bro.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
On everything. Emil said, no face, no case.
There it is.
I would be estranged from it too. All they do is go in circles, is what Cricket said.
He's like, enough with this tomfoolery.
Oh,
that's funny.
Half of my friends who got into bikes ended up having one of their legs crushed at one point. Yeah, that shit crazy. And bikes ain't no joke, bro.
Yeah, I've told the story a bunch of times on here. My dad got blasted on his bike by somebody running a red light, bro.
Bro ran a red light in that fucking video we just seen.
I mean, he's gonna cross that street in like a second, so he was all right. You know what I mean? But imagine for those people though, they just see a blur go by. You know what I mean?
Right.
And they're crossing the street like, oh, what the fuck was that?
Scared the shit out your motherfucking
Fuck
ass.
yeah.
Everything.
That's gotta be a crazy adrenaline high, huh?
Fuck that.
I mean,
That's a high I do not want. I'm glad I never had that adrenaline high. That has never been on my
You know what used to fuck me up? There was this dude, there was this Asian bull. He ended up dying doing this shit, but he used to do the videos climbing all kind of shit.
like parkouring or some shit.
Like the freehand climbing. So like he would show his camera. He's at the bottom of a building. He'll show the top of the building. There's a crane on top of it, and then then he got to find his way up into this building, get past security. Then now he's on this crane, and he's just climbing this shit. And you know what I mean? He'll like his signature moves. He'll get hanging off of some shit, and he'll start doing pull-ups. You know what I mean?
Oh wow.
Yeah, that was his little signature move. You know what I mean? But like, so there was this one. He was gonna hang his ass off the side of this crazy ass skyscraper. So first he set up his camera and he's just, but when I'm watching these videos, you feel it. You're like, oh fuck, you know what I mean? So I can only imagine what this, but he's hanging off this woo-wop, bro. And he takes one look and he's like, oh, you can tell he's like, oh, he fucked up this time. And he's trying to get his grip and he just, and you see just one hand and you just hear one little whimper, and he just falls to his death, bro. But it's just the crazy shit that they catch on camera these days, and definitely went viral until YouTube took that one down.
And that's the real story.
There was another guy, Jackson. He was a European dude. Same thing. He just free scale sides of buildings, or like just I'm cool off of that.
Yeah, for sure. Fuck
They
that.
have to
I don't even fuck with heights, bro. On my mama.
I'm okay with roller coasters because, like, in my mind, we're safe, quote unquote. So that's like part of it. Otherwise, I ain't jumping on none of them shits. Man, like there was a ride at Great America. Somebody had died on it. So like riding this ride felt hella crazy. Like, oh my God, somebody died on this motherfucker. You know what I mean?
What ride was it?
The Top Gun.
Is that right?
But it was a bruh that couldn't speak English, and his hat came off. So he climbed the fence, went up in there, and he got hit by a car.
You did tell me
when you're by the water, you're like sideways you're sitting by the water.
Yep.
So he was down in that motherfucker just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you did tell me that story before on my mama.
Yeah, but then when we rewrote that shit, even the drop zone over there, it was super unfortunate because you have kids that are securing you. They're all fucking kids working there. And then it was somebody, a special needs child, and he just wasn't all the way fast, and this motherfucker just flew right out that motherfucker on the way down.
Fuck that. Wow.
Yeah, that shit crazy. That drop zone is hella tall too.
Yeah, it is, bro. On my mama. Oh no. Brandon said also put my bro and my cousin in the hospital. Talking about the motorcycles, not worth the trade-off on everything.
Fact. Yeah, Peacock always told us the story like before anything crazy happened to him. He put the bike away when he had his son. He was like, all right, I'm done with the bike. You know what I mean?
100%. Them is facts. Don't they got a motorcycle like NASCAR type racing like type shit?
Yeah,
Like a circuit race or something?
yeah, and then they got the little plates on their knees because they go, they be fucking skidding.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what bruh need to go take that bike to. He need to go get into that shit. Doing 150 on the fucking street surface streets. Fuck
you remember
that.
that game Road Rash back in the days?
Road rash.
So it's a motorcycle
Oh
game.
yeah,
but
the
like,
motorcycle game. And you can hit motherfuckers with the
club
baton
somebody,
and shit.
plop, plop,
Oh my mama, I do
kicking
remember
them.
that. Yeah. That's
Hey,
facts.
that road rash was the shit.
I do remember that shit. Oh,
Man,
everything.
there'll be like something in the road coming up, and then you just fly off the bike, and it's like, oh, it's a dead cattle on the road.
Come on now.
And a motherfucker will fly and
Hey, what was that Sega Genesis?
Yep.
Oh my mama.
And then you got to run back. He gets on the bike. You know what I mean? Then you can soup up your bike, and then you can take the boys. You can take the boys on.
Forgot about Road Rash, bro.
Yeah, you take the boys on one, bro. You start hearing the blood. You're like, oh shit, we're gone now. Then the cops come up, and you start kicking the cop. You know what I mean? Then they arrest your ass. Assault. Evading police. It'll have all the charges.
Fuck, bro.
It was dope.
Peacock said, I know at least 3 people close to me that passed away from motorcycle accidents. After the 3rd one, I was done. Yeah, I know somebody that, like I said, rest in peace, my dog Manny, man, 100%. Love you, big bro. Oh my mama. He passed away on that motherfucker.
My cousin Adam, he had a Gixxer, and he smashed it. He was taking the boys on one, and he was like Modesto area, so you got a lot of straightaways out there. You know what I mean? He's taking the boys on one. He ends up wrecking, and he had crashed into like some bushes and type of shit, right? But like one of them branches went right through his neck. You know what I mean? But luckily it didn't hit no real major artery right there. And then he just went and got it tatted on his neck over the scar, so you don't see it. But I'm like, he stopped riding the bike after that one. You know what I mean?
Oh, everything.
I mean, you go on a $120. There's no way. It's not ugly when you crash.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, it's not pretty, I should say.
100%. Yeah, I know a few of the rallies that fell off them motherfuckers and live to tell about that shit. But that shit is scrape your ass all the way down to your motherfucking 2nd and 3rd. Oh, even fucking Renegade. Renegade used to ride them motherfuckers. My dog Renegade from DC, he used to ride them motherfuckers. He had a major accident on that motherfucker, but he didn't crash. You know what I mean? Some other shit happened and he fucking survived it, man. But it was pretty bad for his ass. 100%. On my mama.
Hey, Renegade's crazy though, huh? He still rides, huh?
Nah, he don't ride no more. He's
okay.
yeah. But he used to put all them modifications. He FaceTime me. Jared, look what I just did. Woo, man, he thousands of dollars into the motherfucking bikes. 100%.
Yeah, they would drill hella holes into the pipe. You know what I'm talking about? It's just them motherfuckers be dummy loud.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? And them cops used to be like Hot August Nights. Remember that shit back in the day too? Motherfuckers would ride their bikes up there too. And them cops would just post up and pull everyone, start fucking with everyone's bikes, all the extra shit that's not road legal. You know what I mean?
Out here, the highway patrol, they'll be on a surface street and they'll have that bitch blocked off, right? You'll think it's a motherfucking DUI checkpoint. It's a fucking small checkpoint.
Wow.
100%. They probably do that shit all through California. But they'll check your motherfucking to see if you got your catalytic, because a lot of them motherfuckers like to take them catalytic converters off for some reason. I don't know why they mod them shit.
I think is it because it adds some extra horsepower or something?
They gotta do something.
I never understood that.
Huh?
Yeah, I never understood why they take the converters
Oh, my
out.
mama, them facts. Brandon said, finally got a product placed in local stores, a powder to help keep them feminines fresh and clean. It's called Clitty Litter. My boy Brandon don't be playing.
Ladies, keep the box fresh.
Clitty Litter.
With Clitty Litter.
At a Target near you. Everything. Hey, you got the chat on fire with the Road Rash game, bro. Oh, my mama.
Hey, Road Rash was the shit, bro.
Thanks.
You know what I mean? Hey, see, if this was Road Rash, he would have took them boys on.
The chain too. Wow, Peacock said using chains and bats. Oh my mama.
Yeah, because you could buy weapons, or you could steal them. if somebody was trying to swing a weapon at you and you were ill with it, you could take that weapon, you know what I mean?
Snatch it from their ass.
Yeah.
Oh, everything.
I think they might have added that in the Road Rash 2. Part 2. But yeah, that second shit was the shit, because then you could swoop up your joints. You know what I mean? I always had the red woo wop, you know what I mean? And it's, you know, they had the top of the line, whatever the fuck. Now that I remember, were they legitimate bikes? Does anyone remember, or was it just like bikes they made up for the game? Because man, remember when Need for Speed came out and like, what was the other one?
They had to pay for the licensings of those cars because it was the real cars, and it was the
Gran Turismo,
and it was the dub edition. Are you talking about the dub edition too?
Yep, that one.
The dub edition had the rims. They had the real rims on there too. They had to pay. But see, that's a classic game, bro. I used to play the hell out that motherfucker, and that's a Rockstar game or a Take-Two game. One or the other will Take-Two on Rockstar on everything.
Yeah, super legit. Mobbing the Supras back in the day, and the fucking
man, they had Benzes. Man, they had everything. They had tuners. They had supercars. I want to say they even had old schools in that game.
Yeah, because remember the Gone in 60 Seconds, everybody was trying to put a Shelby in a game. You know what I mean? After that Gone in 60 Seconds movie. Oh my, that Shelby was the shit. What was her name?
Used to lift up.
Yeah, and it got the little kind of gills on the side.
You know what's good? Fucking Grand Theft Auto, they make they remake a lot of the cars from the movies and TV shows and shit like that. They'll put them motherfuckers in the game.
Hey, what was the car? It was badass, but it had the Confederate flag on it.
The motherfucking Dukes of Hazzard. Oh, I thought you was talking about Dukes of Hazzard.
Dukes of Hazzard. My bad. You was right. The Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah, they had I think it was a Dodge Challenger. They had the orange Dodge Challenger on that motherfucker.
Yeah, it was the racer one though, right? The one that like it didn't have the door. You had to get in through the windows.
Yeah, on my mama.
Oh, they had the Confederate flag on the top.
Yeah, cold world. We got Johnny in the building. What's up, Johnny? Johnny said General Lee on my mama. Them is facts.
That's right. That was the name of the car.
Putting holes in or removing the baffles from the muffler makes the bike super loud, like you said.
Yeah, hell yeah. But that's the worst thing to do, because then you can't get the attention from everybody from miles away. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's just like when the Rellies used to put the whistle pipes on the scrapers back in the day. You can hear them motherfuckers from blocks.
Hey, that was the shit. That was hype.
No, shit. that was the suction pipe.
Oh yeah, the suction
whistle pipe. The whistle pipe is the one that used to.
Yeah.
You hear that bitch from damn near a mile away. 100%.
Hey, that was hella ignorant. I forgot about the whistle pipe.
My mama, that shit wasn't cool, bro. I hated that shit. On my mama.
You're not creeping on nobody.
100%.
You're already in the old school, so you're already like you're girdling up the block already. You know what I mean?
Man, that shit crazy. Peacock said my pop switched the baffles on the muffler on the mufflers on his Harley to a screaming eagles, as they call them. Could hear them 3 miles away barking, especially on a Harley. Oh my mama, them motherfucking Harleys, and they be just proud to be just letting that motherfucker bark. Everything. And then they be having the music on that bitch. Hey, them Harleys is beautiful machines though, bro. Oh my mama.
American. That's some American shit right there.
Come on now.
Yeah, my dad, he got rid of all his bikes, but he still got his Harleys. You know what I mean? They still, but now when they don't do long rides anymore, they just trail the bikes. And like they did Sturgis every year for hella long.
Yeah, Sturgis is one of them spots for sure.
I always ask my dad, how was Sturgis? Racist.
Fuck motherfuckers. South Dakota motherfuckers. You know
what I mean? Like they're not
South Dakota motherfuckers, man. Get your ass out of here.
They're out there with their whole chapters, so you feel me?
That shit is crazy. How you not
gonna let culture is real, for real.
100%, bro. On my mama. That's why they got them vests.
Yep.
That vest gonna let you know what it is.
They gonna indicate
everything. Real talk. Bake said my homie passed away crashing his ATV while racing. You got to be safe on those as well. They need to invent a motorcycle airbag vest that can sense when you're airborne, so it can inflate. Oh my mama, I ain't mad at that. Like a life vest.
Oh shit, that's actually brilliant, huh? Maybe even a bodysuit that just You know what I mean?
Yeah, when we was in Rosarito riding the motherfucking ATVs on the beach, I flipped that motherfucker. And my reflexes, I didn't know I still had reflexes like that. Before that motherfucker landed on me, I was out of there, bro. I was trying to swing donuts as hard as I can.
If it almost fell on top of you.
Nah, it tipped over. Not backwards, it tipped
okay.
over. Oh, my mama, I was trying to yoke that mother. I got video on my Instagram. It's even in the intro. I was swinging donuts on that motherfucker, but I was on the flat surface, hard surface. And the people that was renting them was like, bro, you can't do that shit right here. So I end up pulling off and I get on the motherfucking incline like type, right? And I'm on the incline trying to yoke that bitch. And that motherfucker just end up tipping over. But I was able to wiggle up out that motherfucker. Like I said, I didn't know my reflexes was still good at that point. 100%.
Yeah, my older sister, when in 1990, we lived in Tracy. You know what I'm saying? And I remember she was a freshman. And a bunch of her and her friends, they all went ATVing, and then somebody had crashed and had died. And I swear to God, that spooked me my whole life, bro.
Yeah.
I have never jumped on one of those things.
Yeah, I love them motherfuckers. I ain't gonna lie.
I know, I'm such a vagina.
I like jet skis too.
Jet skis go crazy. You know why jet skis go crazy? Because like you can fall in the water. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but if you fall wrong and you going hella hard, I mean you going hella fast on that water, bro. That shit they say it feel like hitting cement. See, I ain't never fell on them.
I skipped across on my back on some water before. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I took some bad spills on the wake when I used to wakeboard.
Oh wow.
Oh, I suck now. My last time we went, my daughter. I didn't even try to get in there because I was just like the time before that it was just bad. Then I was hurt for days. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that shit.
Because man, you got a fucking high-powered speedboat pulling you. You know what I mean? And then you got to kind of let that water push you up, and then you got to pull too at the same time. You know what I mean? Because that boat is pulling you. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's kind of like a synchronistic type of, and then you know they say when you stand up. You know what I mean? Because once you stand up, you good. You know what I mean? Because then you got to figure out the next step. But standing up is like once you get that, you're in there. But man, that shit hurts, bro. It's like the next day because you got a whole boat pulling you, and you try to stand up on this water, and then you got to let go right away.
You getting yanked like a motherfucker.
Fuck yeah. Because you give them the cue, you go. They hit. You see that boat just jump up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Them boat. I remember my pops. He had a 351. What is that? A Cleveland block?
Mm-hmm.
He had a 351 in our joint, and that motherfucker was beastie.
Oh, every day.
You just see them rotors underneath the thing. There's like 4 of them. They just you see all the water go crazy, and that motherfucker just jump up. Shit was dope.
Get the yanking. Oh my mama. Brandon said, yeah, ATVs get people wrecked in their teenage days. We got Ear to the Streets in the building, top of the morning, big bro. Happy Wednesday.
What's up, Ear?
Peacock said, I had a 2003 Suzuki L800 Intruder Volusia with custom Southwest paint job. Had a wolf that would glow in the dark on the front fender. Come on now, fully custom. Oh my mama. You got anything going out with Mr. Baby NASCAR grandson?
It's in his genetics.
There it is there.
I just gotta go fast.
Come on now. Give him his facts. We gotta ask Spencer if he ever heard about this little dude right here. Oh,
watch Spencer's cousin. It's my cousin Dallas.
Oh, everything. Speed Demon. Yeah, that's the name of his motherfucking YouTube channel, bro. Speed Demon. Yep.
I'm about to go down the rabbit hole for sure.
100%. Let's get into this next joint, man. Some shit in Hawaii, man.
Sliding down Cool Hill.
Oh, wait, I didn't share the screen. My bad.
That's all good.
Fucking up already. Okay, here we go. My bad, John. Here we go.
I love Hawaii.
Come on now. Facts.
Well, a cat, a dog, or else? It's the question many are asking after photos emerged of a mysterious animal above UH Manoa. State agencies spent hours searching on Friday and more returned this morning. Nikki Schenfeld follows up.
The man who took the photos came back again today to try and catch another glimpse, and it also drew the attention from others from across the island who wanted to see it, to believe it.
Everybody going to say what they say, but like, hey.
Donovan Louise was back at UH Manoa on Saturday.
I like see him again. You know, everybody is like commenting, it's a dog. And I just like really know what it is.
After the photos he took went viral on social media. What caught your eye? Was it the color?
The color. Yeah. It's like orange. After my pictures, I saw it stand up, shake, and walk right into that area, into that. It looks like a den kind of thing.
He says he sent the pictures to state agencies on Monday.
Right, yeah.
When he saw it again on Friday, he wasn't the only one, and he sent the photos to the Department of Land and Natural Resources.
As soon as they saw the picture, they were here. So, I mean, that says something, right?
Doe care officers were seen
The boys in black.
in the area
The men in
where
black
he
showed
last
up.
spotted the large animal.
The LNR guys was throwing rocks because they was right above it. Like, I guess throwing rocks to see if the thing was going to come out, right?
This morning, he saw state agencies heading up to the area to place trail cameras, and people stopped by to try and spot the animal themselves.
I'm a believer, yeah. Especially the different angles of the photo. One was facing this way, and you can see the other photo, it turning its head.
Louise admits he'd be skeptical too if he didn't see it with his own eyes.
Good point. Yeah.
And now everyone is making guesses.
A leopard.
A leopard.
Yeah, or a cheetah.
Now showing that here there's the white coat of fur in the chest, and it could be a mountain lion.
What is that? Is that like puma? What is that?
Yeah.
Mountain lion?
For now, they all say they'll be avoiding hiking anywhere near the area. The Honolulu Zoo says all of their animals are accounted for, and given the uncertainty surrounding the species of the animal, its behavior and potential danger remain uncertain. They urge everyone to exercise caution and refrain from approaching wild animals. We reached out to the DLNR for an update, but haven't heard back. On Friday, the agency said Doe care officers received multiple citizen reports of a large cat in the area. They ask anyone with information or sightings to call 808-643-DLNR or report it on the DLNR.
Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy, like in a populated area too, that there could still be some endangered species that we might not even know about that's just been existing. Like for all we know, that motherfucker could be like, the hell of 100, I think, been around for a cool minute.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If there's if there's no natural predator for that thing, and it's like an apex predator for all we know, it could be just ruling ass out there.
And it's in Hawaii, bro. It's on an island. That motherfucker is, you know what I mean? That motherfucker been there for a long time. 100%. That motherfucker been, man, if you was looking like from his neck, his chest, all the way down to his paws, that motherfucker was huge. Like that motherfucker was like fully fit, like type shit. You feel me? And it was big as shit, bro. 100% on everything.
Yeah, it seems like it's getting brave now. He just debuting.
That's the mama coming out. That's the mama probably coming out for some motherfucking food for the cubs. That motherfucker might have had some babies.
See, and this is what's crazy too, is because I've seen a lot of movies. You know what I mean?
Come on now.
You know what I mean? This is like, remember the liger? Remember they had a liger one time?
Oh, my mama, what was that on Hangover?
It was the Napoleon Dynamite.
Napoleon Dynamite, okay.
Yeah, he's like, bro, I'd totally be a liger or something like that. I'm probably butchering the line. But yeah, like hey, you ever seen Lilo and Stitch? You feel me?
Come on now.
Stitch was an alien, bro. This is a motherfucking alien animal, bro. We definitely that's unrecognizable. And now, of course, people showed up, specialists, this, that, and the third, XYZ showing up. Then the next thing that's going to show up is these fucking rare collectors that are going to go out there and try to hunt them one, get them one, because it might be a 1-on-1 or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they better not go hunt that motherfucker. They already wouldn't put up cameras and shit
on the black market.
They already done one put them cameras up to see if they could spot that motherfucker again. You know what I mean? It definitely got the attention of the animal control people out there where they at for sure, because they do not know what that motherfucker is though. That's the thing, is that the animal people that run shit, they don't know what the fuck that is.
Yeah, for real. They might even call the Smithsonian like, hey, look in history. Is there anything that looks like this motherfucker? You know what I mean?
Right.
This might be from like the days of Lemuria, or is that what that was called? It was theoretically, all the islands in the Pacific were one big shit at one point. You know what I mean? That's why you have a lot of the same flora and fauna. You know what I mean? Like you go to Vietnam and the Philippines and China, you're gonna have the same flora and fauna there. Because at one point, theoretically, maybe not China, but the Pacific Islands. How about that? You know what I mean? Japan, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? This animal, you know what I mean? If there's no record of this type of looking animal anywhere in these islands, this is crazy.
Right. That's for sure.
Yeah, this could be something that's been around. Unless this is going back to my Liger theory, this is some genetically modified shit that just got out at one point. You know what I mean?
Right. And so, you know, that would be that would be the thing is like how you said, go back and see if there's any type of record of that. And if there isn't, what other cats of that type of, you know, species, but not pertaining to that exactly, you know, whatever it is, you know what I mean? What motherfuckers did end up having a baby to create this motherfucker. That motherfucker was huge. It looked like it had the body of a motherfucking cane Corso or something. Because I'm telling you, if you look at that motherfucker from his neck all the way down to his chest and his leg, his front legs, that motherfucker looked like he'd been on a treadmill running, or his fucking owner have him on the bike and that motherfucker on the leash and they just riding for miles. On my mama, that motherfucker looks super fit, bruh. 100%. Johnny said, he just took Tua as his third quarterback in the SIF. Oh, what round y'all in, big bro? Oh, my mama. A little bit of a value right there, 100%. Let's keep track of who buys up all the scorched land in Hawaii on everything. Them is facts. That's just like where we just had the Palisades and all that shit. I got a story where a dude, his mom and dad, house burned down in the recent fires that we had, the Palisades. I forgot exactly what neighborhood they was in, right? And so the insurance company, and their house burned all the way down to the ground. So the insurance company offered them, you know, less than what the value was of, you know, the fully built house. So what bruh did was he goes on AI and generates a proposals, you know, a few proposals. And then he puts it into another AI machine and it cleans it up. He presents it to the motherfucking insurance company. Bro, they give him another extra $150K to for their insurance claim. No lie. Next Saturday morning, we'll do that show on everything. Shit crazy, bro. On everything. So that tells you, you know, they trying to get motherfuckers up out they shit. So these other motherfuckers come and buy that prime real estate. Them is facts. That's I cannot pronounce that, big bro. Oh, blah. And I ain't gonna try to. We got half of the Ignorant Thinkers podcast in the building. Top of the morning, run. The Dirty Birds, stand the fuck up. Whatever that thing is, it wants your lunch money. Facts, bro. And it was out in the motherfucking broad daylight. Just, you know, like I said, I think that motherfucker is the female, and that motherfucker was looking for some food for her motherfucking cubs. 100%, bro, on everything. And bro was like, man, it looked like a den on everything. And then people was up in that motherfucker trying to set them cameras. I want that job. That motherfucker come in and tear you motherfucker, because we see it here in California, even not too far where I'm at. We got hills and shit, you know what I mean? And it's mountain lions. You hear about mountain lions all the fucking time. 100%.
Yeah, we used that back in San Ho when we was young. There's this mountain. You go up Quimby Road, and then at the top of this Quimby Road, it's something called Grant Ranch. It's like a park for real. But no one really goes over there, and then some people makeshift camp there or whatnot. But like we used to just go up there and drink as kids, you know what I mean? And then in the distance at night, we'd always make a fire or something and have all the cars right there, and we'd just be slapping out, drinking and smoking. And then you'd always see in the distance little shimmers of the little like, and what is that? And like, that's the mountain lions. I'm like, oh shit. You know what I mean? Because these motherfuckers would just be like all around us. You just see the little, and it could even be the same one just running around, just looking at us. You know what I mean? But they got that, you know, they got the lenses in their eye that when the fucking light hits it, reflect. You know what I mean? It's because they can see at night.
My mama, fact. I mean, even my dogs at night, you'll get a glare of their eye. 100%. So I already know what you're talking about. Man, fuck that.
Yeah, but when you know it ain't no dogs out there.
Right, no, 100%. Oh, I got another story. So I got another story for us where a motherfucker, he down south, I want to say he in Mississippi or Louisiana, right? And this motherfucker come outside out his house to smoke a cigarette, right? And a motherfucking fox attacks his ass, right?
Oh, shit.
The motherfucker, he ended up getting the fox and he choked him out with his bare hands, but he said he had to choke him out for 20 minutes. 100%. We gonna do that story on Saturday too. This motherfucker come out his house just to blaze a cancer stick.
Oh, I'm gonna make
my mama. And he gotta go one-on-one with a fucking fox. I want to say it was a fox, and I think foxes is kind of in line with dogs and shit like that. You know what I mean? My boy Peacock got my boy. Man, make sure y'all show the drummer some love. He broke it down for me. He said chupacabra. Still can't get it. Mexican folklore translates a goat sucker, supposedly a vampire-like creature that drains the blood of goats, dogs, and other animals. Oh shit. Cold world. Oh my mama. And Johnny said he got 2 at the 807. Wow, that's crazy. With 17s left with only 2 quarterbacks. Yeah, wow. Oh, my mama. Quarterback is a high investment in Superflex. That is for shit sure. Oh, my mama. Are you coming back around? Pause. Is the draft coming? Oh, well, at the 807. So you got about what, 6 picks ahead of you? You might get another one of them. Never mind. Y'all at war. Let me stop. Fucking mountain lion looking like a Sheik Congo. I'm burnt this morning. My bad, y'all. I have a barbecue seasoning called Chupacabra. Hey, I'm murdering shit this morning, man. Oh, every day. Unaliving words. Excuse me. Please forgive me, YouTube. Unaliving words. Foxes are actually more closely related to the weasel family. Okay. When we was in Hawaii, bro, the motherfuckers had mongooses. See, mongooses out there and shit like that. That's like our fucking squirrels here in California. So we was seeing shit like that, and it blew our fucking mind. Fucking geckos and shit. When you wake up in the morning, they all in the motherfucking sink and just running around on the ground and shit. Yeah, on everything. Them motherfuckers blew my mind 100%. You said it pretty good last time. Hey, you got to rehearse your line. So everything. Real talk. You know what? The big bro probably had an important phone call. We gonna take a break and let y'all know what we got cooking up for tonight, man. 100%. You know, we is in this motherfucking cooking, man. And we are the real fantasy playmakers 100%. So let's get it.
Eureka. We make plays every day, yeah. 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 Hit him with the run pass option. I run shit or I shred from the pocket. I'm always shopping, I'm always copping, and always pray I'm falling like leaves an item. Hey, what could I say? I make plays every day. Catch me with a thick one, make her pay what she weigh. And then some. Welcome to my kingdom. Really in the field, never got my feet up. Go hard, push a hard line. Yeah, been around, peep the archives. Yeah. Off top, it's a long grind. You don't need to watch to see that it's hard time, yeah. I'm counting chips, finna take the chip. You counterfeits, better pay attention. I'm about a chick, catch me in my bag. Sunday to Sunday, living that. We make plays every day, yeah. Yeah, we make plays every day, yeah. 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 Yeah, we make plays every day, yeah. We make plays every day, yeah. We make plays every day, yeah.
Could be one sitting in the pocket. I like to dip and dunk, but I rock it. Money, money, money is the topic. Win, win, win.
Yes, sir, man. We are the real fantasy playmakers tonight, Wednesday nights. I want to say maybe about 6 o'clock tonight, Pacific Standard Time, maybe 7 o'clock, 100%. But we gonna cook that bitch up, man, 100%. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned for that motherfucker. Let me switch back over to the other joint. And since Big Bruh's still doing what he doing, what we gonna do is we gonna extend this bitch. Mongoose. Oh, there go Big Bro right there. We still gonna extend it. You got time for two topics, or you want to?
I could do it. I just gotta run back and forth. I just had to make sure my little man was eating his breakfast. I noticed the time. I was like, oh shit, let me make sure he ain't just watching his iPad and shit. But yeah, we're good.
Oh my mama. So like how I was talking about bruh that stepped outside to go smoke a cancer stick. We gonna pull that shit up right now. Like Peacock said, mongoose are gangsters. They can take out king cobras. Ooh.
Oh yeah, bro.
Playmakers got more options for show topics from here till redraft season. Q&A, trivia, draft bust, pick your poison, mock drafts, rankings, etc. We did do the pick your poison last year. That shit was federal on my mama. So yeah, Wednesday nights, man, we back.
You know what's crazy? Because of pick your poison, you guys helped me because I was so on the Romeo Dobbs, and when we did Romeo Dobbs versus J-Mo, the case was too strong for J-Mo. So I actually, put that in effect in a lot of those drafts last year. It was like, okay, I'm taking, and now it's like, you would never think about Romeo Dobbs in any of these categories, right? It's like,
bro,
he was coming off of a decent year, and then now J-Mo is the guy. You know what I mean?
J-Mo trying to get paid.
Yeah, he really is. That new host, he was talking some shit too, like, oh, he's gonna be a breakout year for him. I could have swore he broke out already, but you know what I mean? I like hearing that at least.
Come on now, facts. Hype him up. Let us know what the real is, man. Let us know why he was the first round pick.
Yeah,
everything. Here we go. It says it was a coyote.
Life and death confrontation for one man when he says a coyote stalked him, then attacked right outside of his own apartment.
He survived that attack and says he was forced to kill the animal with his bare hands. We did want to warn you, some of the video is graphic, might be difficult to watch, especially for some of our younger viewers.
CBS 17's Baron James spoke to him about the incident and joins us live now. Baron.
Liz and Russ, James Pulliam just back from the ER here at home after having gotten more rabies shots. Tell me that the other day his adrenaline was pumping so hard he didn't have time to be scared when the coyote attacked, and he says they fought for 20 minutes.
Tried to bite me, and I kicked him.
The battle between beast and man was on.
I'm trying to scramble to get away.
James Pulliam, a 24-year-old, 6'1", 175-pound former athlete versus this wild coyote. The two coming face-to-face Friday evening when James stepped outside to have a smoke here at the Bernie Blessings Apartments on Somerset Drive in Roxborough. The wild animal creeped out of these woods and charged on James.
Then I fell, crawled through this little patch right here. I'm throwing rocks and grass, everything I can.
Traced his steps Monday by walking us through exactly what, where, and how it all went down.
I pinned him down and put my knee on his throat. I had to rip my hand out of his mouth. You know what I'm saying? Once I got my hand out of his mouth, I used both of my hands, just started choking him, put my knee on his neck, and just held him. Started hollering for help. It's like,
How long did you hold him down like that?
Probably about 20 minutes, maybe, before the police got here. I had him all the way to the police got here and everything.
James ended up with multiple bite wounds on his hand and arms. He was rushed to the hospital for treatment, including antibiotics and rabies shots. Coyotes, of course, are no strangers to North Carolina, especially this time of year during springtime birthing season when wildlife experts say the animals are on the hunt to feed and protect their pups.
So how do you feel now about safety? I am scared to death.
Barbara Featherstone, who snapped this photo of the coyote's remains, says she and her neighbors, including many elderly women here, have armed and themselves with practically everything from mace to makeshift weapons, just in case another wild animal decides to attack.
If something grab at me, I'm going to hit him. I'm going to hit him on the nose first, then I'm going to beat him to death with this.
There you go. Sounds easy enough.
You tell them, Miss Veter there. Person County Animal Services took the coyotes' remains away to have them tested for rabies. So far, no word on the results there. In the meantime, though, James.
That's crazy, man. I wonder if he, you know, when I was a cigarette smoker, I would go smoke right after I finished eating. So imagine you just ate some good ass barbecue or something and you go step outside and this motherfucker smells you right out the gate. You know what I mean? That shit is crazy, man.
That motherfucker is the real life pops from Friday. Rest in peace, John Witherspoon. I get a dog and I shake him, I choke him, and then I kick him, put my knee in him, everything. Hey, he fucked that motherfucking coyote up, bro. Oh,
Yeah,
everything.
bro,
He
he
said he
was
was
not
choking him
playing.
for 20 minutes. Oh,
He went the full 20 with the hey, look it. It was a fight to the death. You know what I mean?
Fight to the death.
They showed
My
the
life
remains
is
of that
your life.
motherfucker. He had killed that motherfucker good.
That shit
Don't
crazy,
come around
bro.
here again.
Real talk. Don't bring
He
your
said
ass
he had
around
to
here.
yank
Tell your
his
friend.
hand out, bro.
Hey, hopefully his the coyotes friends was back there watching and say, oh yeah, we can't go around these parts no more. These
And that's
humans
the
ain't
thing
playing.
too, is I heard coyotes, they be mobbing in packs like that. You know what I mean? So it's like it is kind of crazy. Just had this rogue.
Well, like Bruh
coyote.
said, in the springtime, you know, they coming out to give shit for their cubs and shit. And that's what I was thinking about this shit in Hawaii. That's why that motherfucker was out in broad daylight. He was,
you ain't
looking
lying,
for some food or something for his cubs.
Hey, look. It's stories like this that make me realize, like, if we were in the wilderness, bro, I can't handle it, bro. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, if you see me fighting the bear, help me, not the bear. You know what I mean? Like, hey, this he took that. He's like, I was waiting for him to say, I ripped the coyote's jaws in two. Just that motherfucker. He took that coyote on one, bro.
Bruh, oh, everything. Banks said, I thought the reporter was going to start calling out the coyotes' weight like a fight announcer. Coyote,
Right?
3'4", 84 pounds. He's a southpaw coming out of North Carolina in blue trunks. We got the coyote of the South. Oh, we got the Wild E Coyote coming from Looney Tunes, going against a 6'1" former athlete standing at 174 pounds. Oh my goodness, this shit is crazy. What if that shit was on a Ring camera? Oh my goodness, that'd be viral.
Yeah, they did say they just couldn't show the footage because it was crazy. I mean, he was getting bit up. He said he got bit multiple
Yeah, his
times.
hand is
Like,
fucked over.
he's screaming and shit. Help! You know what I mean? You know, that's one of those instances too. People don't want to help. They might even saw it right away. Like, oh shit, I ain't going near that shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then he in there just, oh fuck it, starts choking it out.
Well, everything.
Like
The one
for death,
lady,
man. Good
hey,
thing
the
he's
one
6'1".
lady, hey, the
Imagine
one
him
lady
jumping
had
the
a
guy
nail
in
at
the
the end of
jugular.
her motherfucking stick.
Yeah.
Oh, everything. She was like, I'm gonna hit him on his nose first, and then I'm gonna beat him unalive. Oh, everything with the stick with the nail on it.
He over
Oh,
there training.
Oh, world.
He's training with that thing.
Everything. That shit is crazy. Oh my
She put a
mama.
warning
Hey,
y'all to all coyotes. Like, listen, don't fuck with me.
man. Oh my mama. Peacock said, damn, that's wild. We get coyotes here all the time. Advice, freaking run. Oh, everything. Do
Yeah.
the dash.
Those things are vile.
We see longer road coyotes on the running trails every once in a while. Excuse me. That's like the mountain lions though, like them hikers. That's who they'll fuck with. 100%. We got them tracks and trails and shit because you know as you start going up 80 east or 50 east, you know that's going into the mountains and shit. But you got the hills before you start getting up that way. And them motherfuckers that go hiking and shit, man, them motherfuckers will be seeing the motherfucking mountain lions lightweight be getting intact and shit. You'll hear it about once every every summer or some shit like that. 100%.
Joe Rogan had a story. They pulled up a story on, Jamie, pull it up, right? It was a dude. He killed a mountain lion that attacked him, but he had a knife on him. But he's just a hiker, but he would always carry a knife. You know what I mean? But I was just like, damn, bro, even like when you think about how fit these motherfuckers is, like you really gotta puncture that shit.
I know, 100%.
That shit, motherfucker, is strong. Them muscles are solid. You know what I mean? This is a mountain lion. It's a killing machine.
That's exactly what it is. It's a predator. The only way that motherfucker can get to eat is if it killed what it eat. Unless it's just a carcass, and I'm pretty sure if it's other homies.
Yeah, they're not scavengers like that. Those are like vultures and shit.
Crazy. Peacock said they even had a gator on the trail.
I'll be right back.
I do not want no parts of no motherfucking prehistoric animal. Fuck that. A gator. Oh my mama. That's the motherfuckers in Florida too. They be having them motherfuckers. We did a story, I think, when we first kicked this motherfucker off where the lady got swallowed whole. Man, she rest in peace. She got swallowed whole by one of them motherfuckers. 100%. That shit crazy. That's why you always carry a pocket knife. Better have it and not need it than need it and not have it. That's facts. Like how I ain't gonna say that saying, but if you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. That was a good one right there. Y'all know what time it is on everything. But yeah, this fucking that Hawaii shit, like I said, I think that's why that motherfucker was coming out.
That was
or we was able to see it in the daytime because that motherfucker was trying to go feed them youngins. 100%.
That was like it's crazy because it is like jungle-esque in Hawaii. You know what I mean?
Right. That's even worse to me. It's like, bro, how they don't know what that motherfucker is.
Yeah, for real.
So,
they do be having some labs out there. You know what I mean? Going back to my Island of Dr. Moreau theory. You know what I mean?
Come on now. Let's get into this last one. It's kind of like I got 2 videos for this motherfucker, but they ain't that long. But we gonna let's see if we can run through this shit real fast.
Yeah.
Covering news where you live. 5 News starts with breaking news.
Breaking news happening at a prison in north central Arkansas, where an inmate who once worked as a police chief in northwest Arkansas has escaped. According to the Department of Corrections, Grant Hardin escaped from the prison around 3:30 this afternoon. The escape happened at the north central unit near Calico Rock. It's a little over 60 miles east of Harrison. Here's a look at Hardin's most recent mugshot released by the Department of Corrections. He was serving sentences at the prison since 2017 for first-degree murder and rape. Both crimes happened in Benton County, where he also worked as a police chief in the town of Gateway. This released by the Stone County Sheriff's Office shows Hardin during his escape. You can see he appears to be wearing a Department of Corrections uniform. Both the murder and rape he's convicted of happened in Benton County, where Hardin also had a history of working in law enforcement and worked as a police chief in Gateway before his arrest. Stone County Sheriff Brandon Long says his department was alerted around 5 p.m. They're assisting the Arkansas Department of Corrections, State Police, and the Izard County Sheriff's Office, which is where the prison is located. Authorities are using every resource available, including drones. The sheriff says the roads leading into Stone County from Izard County are shut down, and they're checking all vehicles. He's encouraging people to stay alert no matter how far away you live from the prison, making sure your vehicles are locked, and if you see something, say something. Calling Hardin extremely dangerous.
I don't feel like he's got a whole lot of choice but to get a vehicle, and now whether he just steals the vehicle or he takes someone hostage with the vehicle is our biggest fear, obviously. That's one reason why we've got the roads shut down leading from Izard County.
Here's a look at Hardin's history. He was the police chief in Gateway, a small town between Bentonville and Eureka Springs near the Missouri state line. He pled guilty to first-degree murder for the shooting of James Appleton. It happened near Garfield in 2017. Hardin's rape conviction was for a separate crime in 1997. DNA evidence was used to identify him as the suspect in the assault of a teacher at a Rogers Elementary School. He eventually pled guilty to that charge as well. The Department of Corrections didn't provide any information about his whereabouts. The Benton County Sheriff's Office released a statement saying they're working closely with the Department of Corrections to locate Hardin due to his strong ties to Benton County. We want to show you photos of Grant Hardin one more.
He is at large.
Hey, that's some cold shit. A former police chief, bruh.
Yeah, a convicted murderer, rapist.
He was sent there in
Here
2017.
Here go a little bit more in depth of his charges that he got convicted of.
Okay.
Talk about why Hardin is in a prisoner at the North Central Unit. He was sent there in 2017, convicted of first-degree murder and rape to serve a 30-year prison term. Hardin pled guilty to shooting and killing 59-year-old James Appleton in 2017. He admitted to pulling his vehicle up alongside Appleton's, then shooting Appleton through his vehicle window. He never did say why he did this. And then, after going to prison for Appleton's murder, a DNA profile link matched Hardin to the unsolved rape of a Rogers teacher. This crime leading prosecutors to stress just how violent Hardin is, at the time saying, quote, he is a very dangerous individual. Police say Hardin raped his victim in 1997. Rogers police said the victim was in her classroom when he raped her twice at gunpoint. What is especially shocking is there were 250 people in that building attending a church service in the school cafeteria. Damn. Hardin got 50 years, 25 for each time he raped a victim. Police say Hardin did not know the victim. This was a stranger attacking another stranger. Now, the news of Hardin's escape can be especially hard on those directly affected.
Piece of shit, huh?
Yeah, and I feel like he's being aided somehow.
So that's what they said. So that's what that's what they said. So one of the updates is that somebody that worked in that prison helped bruh get up out that bitch.
Yeah, because like you remember that movie Escape from Alcatraz? They did the paper mache little models of them, of their head, and then they put like stuff, and so it made it look like it was a blanket with someone laying up underneath it, and then they escaped. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But this dude walks out with a goddamn looking like a CO.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So like, how do you just come across that without putting hands on somebody and taking it from them, and then setting alarms off and all that shit? You know what I mean? Like there's definitely, yeah, maybe, and you know, I mean, he probably was a crooked cop for a long time. You know, he probably could entice people with like he might got like a cache of some money somewhere.
Hey, you know they said that he escaped at 3 p.m. and they didn't know he was gone until 5 p.m. That motherfucker had a 2-hour start on their ass.
Dang, how much ground can you cover? I mean, they probably, if it was organized, he got into a car and it was gone.
100%. Yeah. They talking about all roads is closed and shit like that. Like they got the drones out and shit because it's hella far from shit like that. But if, you know what I mean, if bruh's in the woods and shit, they might, like the shit that happened in Maine where bruh was in the woods and they finally end up finding him some days later. But I think, like you said, somebody had to be involved with that shit by letting him slide up out that motherfucker. They probably had something waiting on him because it was probably at a specific time. Look, a time window. You got between this time and this time. They might be doing a shift change or some shit like that. Ain't no telling. Oh, everything.
That goes to show how mundane people's day-to-day go-abouts are too. They could be just clocking in, clocking out. They don't even notice this other guy. Like, oh, who's the new guy? Like they don't even notice it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You just move. Hey, maybe even had someone's little badge wop or something to you know what I mean? Because you got to get through those doors.
Right.
Unless you're walking up and someone goes, "Hey, George," and opens it up for you. You know what I mean? Yeah, they don't know this motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Man, I should have played the fucking update to where because I was trying to find the original story of him getting locked up for whatever year he got locked up in. I was trying to find that the backstory of why he was there, right? And I was trying, to slide through that shit. I couldn't find that. So then I find an 18-minute video of it, and that's the second video where they got to breaking down a little bit of the charges. You know what I mean? So.
Yo, look, he shoots the dude, and then he claims it was random. Well, he doesn't claim it was random, so to speak, but he says he has no actual reason for killing that dude, right? He owns up to it. But then the same thing with his rape victim was just like a random person, like literally, and then came back and did it twice. And like, just this is real psychopath shit. Just like on some random shit. A lot of times there's some, maybe an obsession or something when it comes to grape, right? But like killing someone too, that's just as random as that was. He just pulled up on dude and just smoked him.
Cold World, the former police chief, and at that event where he raped the chick at, it was 250 people there at a church event, bro, and he held a gun to her. Like, come on, bro.
It was probably a police issued pistol because he was a police officer. You know what I mean? Maybe he wasn't in uniform right there, but for sure that strap he pulled out. You know what I mean? This is predatory behavior at its finest again. You know what I mean? Someone abusing the authority that they have.
There it is.
You know what I mean? And just kind of, thinking they're above the law when you are, and ironically, he's the law. That's crazy.
Right.
And
at the top of that department, he's the chief of that motherfucker, or was the chief of a police
he working
department.
alongside the mayors and all the motherfuckers in the city.
Peacock said, talk about living two lives. Dude was a cop and a serious criminal. Murder in one lifetime. A murderer in one lifetime. Oh, everything.
Yeah, for real. That is crazy. Because then, it's the perfect cover to be a police officer because, people's natural inkling is to trust a police officer. Motherfucker could have pulled up on it. Like, did they say he was in his own vehicle when he smoked, dude? Because even then,
I don't know.
If he was running around doing crimes in the police vehicle too, he was either way, they caught him dead to rights. And it's crazy too, because imagine the other shit he didn't get caught for. It was 20 years from the grape case to the when they caught him in 2017.
And DNA, and only reason why they caught him is because DNA.
Yeah, because you have to give up your DNA when you're
that's what's so fucking crazy.
Yeah, there was an unsolved woo-wop there. And he fit that profile, and then DNA got you dead to rights, and then boom, it happened twice. They hit him with the 25 plus. They're probably gonna let it. See, he said he was serving 30 already for the murder, and it's like but he was never gonna get out because I'm sure they weren't gonna let it serve congruent, right? They're gonna be one after another.
Yeah, that motherfucker, man. That's why that motherfucker had to do the dash.
Yeah,
he had to try one time to break out.
Yeah. You ain't lying. That's the type of shit too. Especially if he goes on the lam for a while and then it takes them a while to catch him, or if they get him in another country or something. Like, this is the guy, they'll put him in that Florence shit, bro.
The motherfuckers that escaped from New Orleans, I seen one of them at the pool party over the weekend.
Wow.
Oh, my mama, I just seen that shit. That's crazy, huh?
Yeah. You're out on the lam.
That boy did the dash up out that motherfucker, cut all his shit off, man. He was turned up at the pool party, jumping in the pool and everything. Cold World.
I'm free, bitch.
Come on.
And that one didn't seem as sophisticated as this one might be.
Somebody let them out too, though.
Oh, word, it was?
Yeah, somebody let the motherfuckers out.
Damn.
Everything. Crazy, huh?
Yeah. And like, where are you gonna go? Do you have enough money to get different IDs and like can you be on the lam long enough to grow some facial hair or something, or do something where you can get out of this country? You know what I mean? Like, you got to get you some new passports, some new identifications, get into Mexico or something.
Yeah, that costs too much money. They ain't got it like that.
He's like, fuck, I'm going to the pool party, blood.
Everything. That's why they're getting trapped, getting caught somewhere real local.
Yeah, for
everything.
real.
Damn, I'm trying to find that shit.
And even with those ones from New Orleans, it's crazy because like it could be as easy as your homies. You gotta, or anyone that's helping you, you gotta hope they solid as fuck. Because if they start like, hey, that's aiding and abetting now. You know what I mean?
And if they start dropping rewards on shit.
Oh shit, that's cold. And they would too. A lot of times the local police departments would do that to save them the embarrassment. They need to get to the bottom of this and take care of it. So you'd be like, see, we got him.
Let me see if I can find this shit.
Out on the lam, bruh. At large.
On the run doing the dash.
You feel me?
Okay, I found it. Watch this shit, bro. Watch this shit. I'll rewind it. Oh, here we go. Oh.
He's over there doing it.
You've been gone. I've been gone for 14 summers, man. But I ain't swamped since 2000.
You heard me?
Oh, I didn't know that. So, bruh's dad was it says bruh's dad was best friends with Lil Wayne's dad, Rabbit.
Oh, his the stepdaddy.
Yep.
Yeah, he was
hey,
like
that's crazy. You see, he's still on the. He's still. I don't know if they caught him yet. You know, I ain't wishing that upon, bro. You know, I don't. You know, but bruh's at the pool party turned up on the run.
Hey man, live it while you can, man, because you know his decisions that he made in life is the reason that cost him his freedom. So now he's definitely on borrowed time right now, especially when you're doing reckless shit like posting videos like this. You know what I mean?
They said in the comments, the feds definitely gonna track where this is at.
Fuck yeah, they're gonna question everybody. You better make sure everybody is solid as fuck. You heard me? You know what I mean?
Hey, Brandon said, what if AI becomes a sentiment and starts selling drugs and takes over the trade and puts all the human dealers out of business? And Peacock says, AI needs to chill. No way I'm getting an A from an Agent Smith, excuse me.
Yeah, for real. Hey, and think about this too. Them motherfuckers, that's just the precursor to the motherfucking Judgment Day, bro. Terminator 2. We've seen how this movie goes.
Bro.
We've seen how this thing ends.
We seen the robot weapons yesterday. I mean, on what's today? Wednesday? Well, whatever the other day was, I forgot.
Yep, the Monday show.
The Monday show. There we go. Good looking.
Yeah, they had the man. They got the special ops woo wops, bruh.
Yeah, that shit crazy, big bro. Oh, everything.
Yeah, but yeah, man.
Bake said, that's why it's nice to have connects. Oh, everything. Yeah, them is facts, bro. Let the people know where they can find you at, man.
Shit, man. You already know Gen Wealth Net on YouTube. Gen Wealth Net _ all one word on the gram. Bogard Scott Free anywhere you consume your music. Apple, Spotify, Tidal, YouTube, everything, bruh. Fuck it, the radio. Fuck it. Go call the radio and request some bogey. You know what I mean?
Oh, my mouth. Talk about it. For our main man, Slim, Boogie Vision 45 on the gram, man. From a fan's perspective on YouTube, man, 100%. Make sure you go lock in with that, man. For our motherfucking Gen Wealth brothers, we got Peacock, 100%. We got Gang Green in the building. We got Diamond Joe. We got the ear to the streets. We got the motherfucking youngin' in charge, motherfucking Spencer the fucking guru, 100% for our Stay Tuned brothers. If you didn't get a chance to go see the show from last night, man, make sure you go check that motherfucker out. We kicked it on the Stay Tuned Live 2.0. Shout out to everybody over there, 100%. The Ignorant Thinkers podcast and the Chicago Clubhouse, man. All my Heart to Star dogs. You know what I mean? We in this bitch, 100%, man. And you can check us out tonight on the motherfucking Real Fantasy Playmakers, 100%, dog. For me, Bogey, for motherfucking Slim, we are the digital newspaper fellas, man, 100%. We'll be back Saturday morning with another episode of this shit. Let me slide. Oh, damn it.
Oh, my camera's going.
Yeah, we'll catch y'all later on tonight, man. Come fuck with us tonight on some fantasy football talk, y'all. In a minute.